am I going to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to ask him questions about his life? You bet.
Okay, Paolo wants to go out on a date.
Hello from the void, it's Rose and we've got some rosy bud today. Lovely, thank you. It's part 7 of my Not So Berry challenge, and today we're going to go stalk Curtis at his house and see if basically he's good enough for Flore. We might also pick back up with Mo and see how she's doing, see if she's got anything to say for herself. Paolo is off the ticket. He bought us a shitty horse for Christmas and we do not accept that. So yeah, let's see what happens.
So I'm a bit bummed Flore didn't get promoted, but we are just going to take this as a reason to go and have a commiseratory drink with whatever his name is who invited us out earlier. Curtis. So we're going to go scope out where he lives. I think we're still eating the mac and cheese we made literally a week ago, which is... I do want to go to your house and hang out. Thank you for thinking of me. Okay, so here's what Mo and Paolo never really got on top of, the whole inviting people over, being proactive type of thing. Which is not to say that I'm writing them off, but I am going to pursue the person that's pursuing me just because Flore likes validation. I mean, Curtis doesn't seem to be loaded, but this isn't a shitty house. I mean, they've got some nice stuff. Curtis is definitely worth pursuing.
So my initial intention was very much for Curtis to just be like a one-night thing, to make her feel better, scratch the itch, or, you know, at most a booty call. But then actually, he's kind of growing on me, and to be honest, Paolo already had his second chance. We let him come in on Christmas, and he gave us a stupid wooden horse that we didn't even want, and then, like, didn't even talk to us. He just, like, hung out with Father Christmas, so he's definitely out for good. Maybe we'll give like Mo like a last chance saloon gathering and see what happens, but until then, I mean, look, Curtis is so cute. He's treating her nicely.
Oh my god, he used the condom. He's so responsible.
He's into her. She would like this. I like this. However, having been burned twice already, there's no way we're doing this without our due diligence, so am I going to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to ask him questions about his life? You bet.
Let's ask if he has a job. Oh, we brought our mac and cheese with us in our pocket. Curtis. Oh, he's thinking of us. Cute.
He keeps flirting with us, which is cute, but we will not be distracted by lust.
Oh, he's a police chief. So he's got a good job. This guy is seeming like more and more of a potential catch.
Ibarra?
Oh, Barbs.
She's like, okay girl, you deserve this. He seems like a decent guy despite the fact you met him at the trashiest club in all a symptom. Oh god, there's a fire. Oh my god, if he dies in a fire just after we got together, that's going to be devastating. Where's the fire? Where's the fire? There's a snow angel inside the house. That's weird. I like that he's just waiting inside his house to compliment us while his garden is on fire. I mean, that's definitely a point against him.
I really feel like this is Sims 4 in one like image. It's like, there will be fires and your sim will not be able to cope with it. Not that I'm saying you should be able to cope with fires, but there should be less fires.
You don't do dishes at your own house. Why are you doing dishes here?
Your girl definitely trying to lock him down.
Right, let's nip home quickly before work. Thanks for the woohoos. Pretty good night, despite the morning fire. It's good to know that we're not going to be getting knocked up, but also a little bit annoying because I kind of wanted to get knocked up at this stage. So we just go back to bed for an hour, actually. Now that we don't have to worry about getting to the front of our lot for work, we can sleep until literally 2 minutes before. Just phase out of our beds. Gotta get promoted today. It's Friday. We're now thinking about the fire again, just when we got to work. Remember on our first day we set a fire whilst we were doing this?
Now we're professional. We only set fires at home.
Oh, it's Jacob. We haven't seen Jacob in a couple of days.
It's definitely the most forgettable sim. I keep forgetting we're best friends.
I really need to redress Curtis if we're going to date him seriously, because I gave him a new face in case we accidentally got pregnant, but...
Calcaloo.
Oh, Colin, you sweet summer child. Go chat with our robot boyfriend. Hey buddy, how are you this morning? Looking fine. Wants me to use the sim rate on a tourist. Where would I find a tourist? Isn't this like a dead secret facility in a bloody crater or something? Hello! Any tourisms? My whole job now is just doing mind control on my colleagues, which is weird. I've only just noticed that these little smileys move, so if they're like level, you're just an acquaintance, and I'm guessing if you're like a friend, it's uphill.
Jacques died? Oh well.
I can just buy a sim right now. After so carefully and lovingly crafting Brad myself. I like that I got away without ever having to make the Slimify potion. I will burn the patent. Please, please, please let me get promoted. I would really like the money. And then I think this weekend we're gonna get Curtis to move in with us. So I feel like Flore's the kind of person, she's like, right, that's what I'm doing, that's what I want. I'm going to move fast, going to lock it down. He's got a good job, he's got a good house, he's not a loser who just walks out of our dates, so I choose you, Pikachu, or Curtis. Last name insert here. Found a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay, contact aliens. Aliens! You're here, aliens. You thought you'd escape my mind control for the day, but you haven't. Go do the garden. Yes! We're an ufologist. I mean, I'm sure it's meant to be pronounced UFO-ologist, but there's only one, so it's an ufologist. We now make $102 an hour, nice. A bonus, and we're not back at work till Monday. So it is payday and promotion day, so we've done another little extension. At the moment, the roof line is kind of a mess, but I want to go for the more like modernist silhouette on the right.
Did you ever meet one of those people who's like, oh yes, we spend weekends at the cabin, and then you someday visit the cabin and it's actually like just a giant freaking mansion, and it's definitely not a cabin, and it's got some traditionalist features, but it's quite modern really. There's a lot of glass, big windows, and it's just like a nice place to be, but inexplicably has a Victorian glass house attached to it. That's the vibe I'm feeling like Flore would be into, but just for her day-to-day house.
Okay, we do now have an upstairs bathroom, which is big excitement. Okay, Paolo wants to go out on a date. I just feel like you had your chance, Paolo, and I like that you're being persistent now, but I also don't like that you just let us down so much. And Curtis, I feel like Curtis gets the benefit of the doubt, and also he doesn't live in a frat house, which you do. She got her dumps, tasty vegetable dumps. Yeah, I know, Bubs. Now, what even was that you were eating? Something mouldy, and now you're going to make the dumplings. She has crabs. I thought I normally prevent that from being possible, and I'm going to disallow crabs because I just don't want it in my game. So hopefully her crabs are now gone. It's New Year's Eve, and Flora's up at 6 AM to have... Ugh, we haven't got rid of her crabs, apparently. And she's going to have brownies for breakfast. Again, her preferred breakfast. Still a bit salty that the grand breakfast isn't veggie safe. So I decided to throw a party animals gathering at the bowling alley so I can try and get my mischief skin up. Hey, Bubs. Oh, and I'm going to go in and make this guy's clothes over because they are terrible. I've sorted his clothes out and he's got a little bit of a douchey vibe because I feel like that's him. Let's do some mischiefs on the balcony.
After a couple of hours of telling people preposterous lies and getting fake slapped in the face, which seems to be a real crowd pleaser, decided to try out the bowling interaction because I've literally never done it. She's beauty and she's grace. Pretty sure she's still better at bowling than I am. I have to have the bumpers up and use the little ramp.
Yeah.
Where did I get that drink from? I'm being called by a dead woman. But we got some free money.
Paolo, my man, what is your problem? We pursued you for over a week in game and you called us one time. In the 3 days we have been seeing Curtis, you have called multiple times a day, and I want to know what kind of shenanigans you think is okay. I'm a nice person. I'm an okay person, and I deserve a little bit of respect and just someone that's not only interested in me when someone else wants me. So go away forever.
The one I'm slightly more inclined to try and deal with is we're going to go home and we're going to call Mo. It's New Year's Eve and potentially we want to start the new year fresh without any hard feelings. So we've invited Mo over to try and have things not be weird and awkward between us because she does work at the library. So what do you got to say to yourself? Anything? You are truly adorable. Like, you're possibly one of my more favourite Sims I've ever made over. She's got a cocktail.
Toonie. Zarps.
I mean, Mo, You called us up, you told us you were into us. You're thinking about romance, but you have no moves. You seem to be a little bit drunk. You still don't seem able to put that into words. Tell me what you want. I really wish there was an ask for intentions interaction, but our romance bar's basically completely gone at this point. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to ask to just be friends. I can't even do that, I think. Oh dear. Mo, we're putting you back in the friend zone, my darling, and I'm going to ask you to go home because I want to spend New Year's with Curtis. And I'm going to use the extra inheritance money to buy us a TV and some lights. I think this is like the third week of play in game. It has taken us this long to settle on who we want to go out with, which is going to be Curtis. Wasn't our first pick, he wasn't even our second pick, but what he has been is reliable. And for Flore, that's kind of what counts. She is a jealous, materialistic person, and she needs someone who's going to help her get the life she wants, someone who's going to help her start her legacy, and someone who turns up when she calls them. So for now, and maybe forever, that is Curtis, which is a surprise as much to me as it was to any of you if you were surprised.
Shamo!
And look how happy he is to go out with us. New year, new boo. And then soon, new booze. Should we go watch the countdown together on our really tragic TV? He's like, babe, you do know your TV is a piece of shit, right? And she's like, yeah, I mean, my whole house is really empty. I don't have that much furniture. Do you know what would really help? A second income. So why don't you maybe, like, move in? I know it's soon, but... Shushubi! So I'm going to go ahead and move Curtis in because I feel like having made her decision, Flore has like impulse control issues. You've clearly got good taste, you know, you're sharing with 2 housemates, you've got $1 million fucking dollars. $1 million! Because I was going to give him like a third of whatever they had as a household, but they have $1 million, and I don't want 300,000. I mean, I do for myself, but not in this game because that's just too much money. Ruin everything. Okay, we're going to give ourselves 10,000. That's 1,000, 10,000, leaving you with measly 997,000.
Yeah, you play that money horn, although you just lost all your money, so I guess it's a no more money horn.
And now we'll go seal the deal.
Hey!
I've taken a day to compose myself because I think I got so confused by how much money Curtis's household had. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a household that I've been moving someone in from have more than maybe 100,000. So saying $1 million, I was like, holy. And I was like, I'm going to give her a third of whatever there is, thinking it would maybe be like 20, 30k, and that would like enable us to remodel the house more to like the final shape I wanted it, and then we'd be able to like gradually kit it out. Because obviously the big thing when you're doing a rags to riches style thing is that you kind of have to do it bit by bit, and there's these sort of horrible in-between stages where you've got like weird roof lines or little chunky rooms sticking out. Anyway, so after thinking about it, I went back. I gave them 40k total. Which enabled me to basically go in and do this, which I think, I mean, the camera angles aren't ideal. This is like the final shell shape that I want the house to be. There'll still be obviously like tweaking, it needs landscaping, it's just got the front path, but this is kind of, the back is also a bit of a mess because I ran out of money to like fix this little conservatory area. But yeah, this is the house kind of as it will look, at least from the front. As I said, it's got this like weird little Victorian conservatory thing going on, so I figured I'd give you a little speedy tour so that it's not just really confusing. I carry on playing and it's like everything looks completely different. This is the kitchen. I initially had like an island cooker here, which I really wanted, but for whatever reason wouldn't function. Got a little hallway, which is cute, and then an arch through to the lounge, which is kind of dark at this time of day. I've gone for a slightly less pure mint look in here. It's like softer colours. We've used some pinks and some oranges and whites. And then out here it's much darker and more formal, and obviously we will get them a better dining room table, but the 40k pretty much only covered redoing the kitchen, getting a little bit more lounge furniture and a TV, and upgrading to the swanky bed that I recoloured for them. So this is the master bedroom, which at the moment the ensuite I couldn't work out where to put the door, so that's going to go in here in a minute. But they've got a little balcony which overlooks the canyon, which is over here, which is super pretty. And then the other rooms and the upstairs. They've got the master bathroom over here, which is where I've moved all their bathroom furniture. They've just got a toilet in here. Then they've got this little chest balcony, which their room accesses through. And then this is obviously the second bedroom, third bedroom for any noobos. And then I don't really know what this is. This is just like a little nugget. It might be another bathroom or like a study for the kid, depending on what kind of vibe, or like a walk-in closet maybe. Oh, and then I forgot. One of my favourite things is I use some of the modular storage from the new pack, which I'm kind of obsessed with, to do this wall of bookcases and storage. I had to like hack it a little bit to make it work. And then we've got the study science room through here, which has got all of her elements, which for some reason came out of the elements collector, so I need to put them back in here. But yeah, I am really happy with how it turned out. I think it's super cute. Yeah, so this just seemed like the right kind of level of upgrade to do at this point. It basically means I can stop messing around with walls when I get a little bit of money in and just focus instead on furnishing, landscaping, that kind of thing. And we're back down to like $500, so that should still be challenging in a way that keeps things fun, but also, you know, they have somewhere beautiful to live. And I'm really proud with how this turned out. It's like exactly what I imagined in terms of like nod to the olden days, but it's quite clean and modern still. So yeah, really happy with it. I also think I'm going to cheat and bring Curtis down a little bit in his career, because he makes almost $300 an hour, and that does mean that we're going to have an enormous income. While I would like for him to have a good job in canon, which obviously he does, I feel like this is MCC Controller just really going for it and putting him straight in at the top of the career, and I would like for him to have something to work towards. He's got the party animal aspiration, so that could be interesting. I won't change that, but I will just make him a level 6 in his career, same as us, just to keep things fair. I just love this house. I'm really proud of it.
After 6 episodes of almost no romance, things have moved quickly, but I kind of felt like Flore being level 6 in her career and almost level 3 of her aspiration was really motoring along with the things she was supposed to be doing for her generation, but the romance and the arrival of the heir were a long way off, given that I need them to be around in Gen 3. So yeah, figured she'd just be like, move in, see what happens, but don't you dare hurt her. I'd love to hear what you think. Do you like Curtis? Are you secretly pining for Mo or Horseboy? If you do want to leave me a like, that's awesome. It's just here. And you can subscribe if you want to hear more from me in the coming days, weeks and months. All right, bye.